Right, hello and welcome back to another episode of Mini Daily. It's the 500 subscriber mark. I am buzzing with that. Today's video, nice sunny day. We're out in the Mark IV. What we are going to do is we have a job to do for somebody, so we are going up to see can we get a Morris Minor running. Now, not the black one, this one's blue. So we're going to bring the camera equipment along, assess the car. The car is actually for sale, so if anyone is interested in buying it, drop us a message and I'll contact the owner. So without further ado, let's have a look at this Morris Minor. Right, so here it is, little Morris. There's a little bit of modifications done to it and stuff. Is different seats. As you can see, the dash has been altered a little bit for radio and stuff like that. So this thing has been lying up a while now. As far as I know, there's a Marina engine in it. I tried to open the bonnet the last day of it and I couldn't find the bonnet opener, or I don't know if it was modified, and that's the cable that's after snapping. But we'll see if we can get this thing running today. Right, so after a good bit of faffing around, this is the bonnet pull rather than the straight bar that goes through, which is a hell of a lot easier. There is the Marina engine. You can see it's different carb and stuff on it. They've relocated the battery box to over here for some reason. There's plenty of sound then and there. Like, this car has had a good bit of work. Fuel line has been cut. Don't know why, but we'll see if we can get it going. It looks straight enough down there. There's a bit of, what would you say, see-through there. The inner wing is starting to go there, but all in all, it's a very, very solid little car. So what we're going to do is we'll whip out the plugs, throw something down the bores, and see if we can go and get a battery and stuff for this. Right, so we're just after getting a battery there for it. Connect it up and see if we've got any signs of life in it, or if we've got any signs of smoke. These battery connections are questionable. Right. There's no ignition lights yet, no. Okay, it's not seized. Good start. Oh, let's see if we have a bit of spark. Right, so basically what we're after finding is that there was no power going to the coil. These two wires here are for the electronic ignition. So we're just after running a temporary wire there onto the coil, and we'll see if we can get a spark. Hard to see from here, but I think there was a spark. So just introduce a little bit of sniff and see if we can get some sort of fire on it. Yeah, you want to be both sides at the same time, turning the key and spraying, but see if we can get done. definitely think that fired. You could hear it skipping on the starting motor. So what I'll do is I'll try and introduce a small bit of petrol, see if she'll go. It's trying to. It's very hard to try and do stuff under the engine bay. We have no form of throttle. Ooh. Let's see what we can do with this. So it's just after using whatever fuel is in the curb, so we'll go again. Nice, a bit of boom shakalaka. Yes, I do have you on record. Right. We have a fire. Right, we'll just give that starting motor time to cool down and we'll come back to it in a minute. Right, so what we're after doing, while we're waiting for that to cool down, is you can see there that the fuel line is now connected. So what we'll do is we'll try and see if we can get it to run for a little bit longer. Right, we appear to have fuel leakage, which isn't ideal. What I need to see as well is if I can get my arm to reach across to the throttle. I'm pulling the choke at the minute. It's less than I did. Just get one more go there. No. Right, I'm going to figure out a way of pulling on this throttle and we'll get back to you. Right, fuel leak is sorted. I have some sort of wire here that I can pull on the throttle and hold the ignition at the same time. So fingers crossed, we get a fire. I'll be back with a set of jump leads. That chokes after that. Right, last ditch attempt. Got it going, runs well, needs a few bits. Now anyone's going to start screaming at me. I couldn't cross the solenoid under the bonnet for some reason, it just wasn't working. Generally that's what I do to, obviously when you're under the bonnet of a Morris Minor, the early ones have the push thing. didn't work, but look, we got it running at the end of the day. I'm sweating, going home for a shower. Hope you've enjoyed it. Catch us in the next one. Please remember to like, subscribe, share, all of that stuff, and see you next time.